NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5080 comes out noticeably slower than RTX 4090, gets tested in Time Spy and Geekbench. NVIDIA's GeForce RTX 5080 managed to score 32,701 points in Time Spy, which is roughly 10% lower than the score yielded by the RTX 4090. RTX 5080 disappoints in synthetic tests, incredibly slower than RTX 4090 in Vulkan and OpenCL tests on Geekbench. If you think the RTX 5090 isn't as impressive as we expected, then the RTX 5080 is here to disappoint you even further. Unlike the former, even though the RTX 5080 aims to replace the RTX 4080, it isn't supposedly beating the RTX 4090. Usually, the generational uplifts by NVIDIA aren't sufficient for the 80 class cards to take over the 90 class GPUs, but this time, it might not happen. Surely, we need some solid gaming tests to confirm this, but the leaked synthetic benchmarks are revealing the RTX 5080's true prowess. We just saw the latest RTX 5080 benchmarks on two platforms, Geekbench and 3DMark. Thanks to ATLRAC29_, who spotted the screenshot on Baidu forums revealing the early benchmark of the RTX 5080 in Time Spy. As per the screenshot, the GPU scored 32,701 points, which is noticeably lower than the RTX 4090's score of 36,318 points. This is a solid 10% difference in performance, which is contrary to the generational uplifts we had with the RTX 4080 over the RTX 3090 and RTX 3090 Ti. It gets worse when we consider the GPU Geekbench results. While Geekbench results are generally inaccurate, they are a decent source for knowing the raw power of GPUs. A user with a configuration including a Ryzen 7 9800 by 3D paired with GeForce RTX 5080 tested the GPU in both Vulkan and OpenCL tests. While there are a few more benchmarks with the same GPU, we picked up the best scores. In the Vulkan test, the RTX 5080 scored 281,746 points and about 278,138 points in OpenCL. Now compare this to the RTX 4090 GPU when we use a similar configuration, using the Ryzen 7 9800 by 3D CPU. One recent result shows that the RTX 4090 delivers 365,013 points in Vulkan and 337,319 points in OpenCL tests. This marks a huge 23% difference in Vulkan and 17.6% in OpenCL benchmarks between the RTX 5080 and RTX 4090. Now, the RTX 5080 does emerge victorious when compared to the RTX 4080, but the difference isn't that big. The RTX 4080 with Ryzen 7 9800 by 3D setup delivers 259,403 points in Vulkan and 254,007 points in OpenCL tests. This brings about an 8% and 9% improvement over the RTX 4080, which doesn't look too good. However, let's wait for some more reliable benchmarks, particularly gaming ones, which will show us the true potential of the RTX 5080.